KINETIC scale guys, Nexas here, welcome back to Destiny 2. And before we get into today's video, I just want to say, just because there is a lot of new people to the channel and everything like that, I'm not usually this really inconsistent with videos. I don't usually go like this long. I am in college, I'm in my 4th year of college doing computer science. I know a lot of people already know that, but just for the newcomers, it's my final year basically, so I am hella busy with projects, all sorts of different stuff which I can't ignore. So when it comes to getting videos, of course, it takes longer. Obviously, light level to do like the pinnacle sort of events, so even to get like raid weapons, I'm not high enough light to even do the raid or the new dungeon and stuff. So that is why these videos are really inconsistent. I hope you bear with me while I'm going through all this sort of mess of the final year and everything. But other than that, we are here to review the pinnacle. No, it's not pinnacle actually. It's called Ritual Reward now. It's called Exit Strategy. So this is the new Ritual Reward. It's called Rituals now because Pinnacles, they got rid of them because they were OP as hell. Recluse, Mountaintop, anything from PvP basically. Breakneck as well from PvE. But this is the gambit version. It's a submachine gun. It's basically, you gotta get a bunch of kills. It's submachine gun, multi-kills. You gotta get a lot of medals as well. Now the medals is definitely the hardest part of this sort of like whole quest line. The quest line is pretty damn annoying, especially if you want to, like, I don't know, hurt yourself every time you play Gambit because it's the most frustrating playlist you'll ever play. Okay, you know what? I'm getting off topic. I'm not going to sit here and moan about Gambit because it's the shittest playlist that was ever created. And before you guys start going, oh my god, Gambit's the best, please, just don't embarrass yourself, okay? just take a seat back down somewhere else. But this is the Gambit quest line, of course. It's going to have a set roll, so without further ado, let's go in and see what the exit strategy has got. Exit strategy. If you don't got one, it's time to make one. The Drifter. So this is what it's going to look like. It looks pretty cool. It's 900 RPM though, so again, when it comes to these sorts of submachine guns, I'm going to ask you real quickly, forget about Recluse, okay? Just ignore it. I mean, I might reference it a bunch in the video, but while I'm watching it, just try ignore it, please. But overall, it actually does look pretty cool. You'll see it straight away, though. It is intrinsically adaptive frame, a well-rounded grip, reliable and sturdy. I'm gonna like break my own Recluse rule. This is a different sort of intrinsic than Recluse has. Recluse is more vesh and has a lightweight frame. This is adaptive frame, so it's already slightly different. And you got ricochet rounds. It is nerfed, of course, but it's still a really good prick. Rounds ricochet off hard surfaces, increase stability, slightly increases range. Then you can either go for the trait Underdog, which also gives you a boost to reload speed as your health gets lower. This is a really bad trait considering you will have threat detector, which increases reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. So this is going to probably be your better one. And because these are rituals, it will have 4 different traits. So the third one is going to be swashbuckler. This weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and kills with this weapon. And last but not least, you're going to have surrounded, which is really interesting. So this weapon gains a bonus damage when 3 or more enemies are in close proximity. But yeah, it should be really interesting. So without further ado, let's go into PvP and test the exit strategy out. Alrighty, so we're going to be playing control on the fortress. This is what the exit strategy is going to look like and everything. It is 900 RPM though, so meaning I've got to get up pretty close because otherwise I'll probably do like next to no damage because these have a lot of range fall off and this has no range sort of like perks. It doesn't have any like accurized rounds or range finders. It does have ricochet rounds, but as we all know, ricochet got nerfed quite a bit. So yeah, I have to get real up close. We'll throw this in and I hit someone for 18 freaking damage. Oh, okay, he's way too far away. Guy here though, don't worry, we got him. We got him. And you killed him on me. Guys, come on, can you leave some scraps for me? Here we go. And we're probably going to lose the fight, but no, we got the kill. We'll get a guy over here. We got swashbuckler going. We're going to actually go in here. Oh my god. Oh, I made the wrong decision. I thought he was running away. But yeah, you can see the fire rate in these are absolutely crazy. I think these, in terms of PvP and stuff, bar like Recluse, which is a 900 RPM, bar that one, I think when it comes to 900 RPMs, you're more than likely better off going for, oh, how did I not hit him? But you're more than likely better off just like getting body or getting people weak and then finish them off with this sort of thing. It's just that you won't be doing so much more damage if you're going right, just like shooting. If you get the swashbuckler by 5, it can start to go in. I am doing well with it as well now, in terms of where my engagements are. But when you do get the by 5 going, it does absolutely start to shred. And oh my god, but what? I do sort of like the weapon though. I think, as I said, it's really good for just like finishing people off. Like, he was semi-weak, so we get him super quick. Guy's gonna be coming out this corner. We'll melt his face off, and he's actually gonna get away. Gosh dang it. And they're going for C. But yeah, that's why people use Mountaintop Recluse with these sort of things, because you get them weak with the Mountaintop. You spray them at Recluse, and you got Recluse going. But when it comes to this sort of weapon, I mean, oh, does this guy know me? Hey, buddy. When it comes to this sort of weapon, though, I mean, when it, like, just using it in general, you can't really use Mountaintop, because Mountaintop, when it comes to that, it doesn't work with this, because this is obviously kinetic. So you could use a different sort of sub, but that sort of subs won't work. Oh, we didn't get the bounce right, but we'll melt him as well. And, oh my god. We actually mercy rolled them. What? Alrighty, another game, because we did obviously mercy roll the last team, like we kind of destroyed them, so we're doing it again. Supremacy on Meltdown, not a bad map for the L900 RPM. You seen though, I gotta get in within a bee's dick of killing them, or like in terms of range, because otherwise, oh my god, no! Pfft. Damn, Telltale. But otherwise, yeah, you won't do too much damage, so you gotta get up nice and personal. Which realistically, I should probably be using the old, like, I don't know, oh my god, shoulder charge sort of weapons. Guy up here, though, that didn't hit me. Oh, we're going to shred him. Shred. There we go. Look at that. Up close and personal. Give me the swashbuckler by 1. Yeah, but as I was saying, swashbuckler by 1, it doesn't really bode too well. Like, it's not the most amazing thing in the world. It obviously, extra damage and everything's nice. But yeah, swashbuckler by 1 doesn't do an extreme amount of damage or anything. So we're going to get the swashbuckler by 5. And this is where we're going to start shredding. Oh my god, I can't even get one guy because he's so far away. But you can see, obviously, for swashbuckler, you want to be getting those melee kills just to be getting the max stack of, obviously, damage. In terms of just, like, overall performance and stuff, you can see it can start to shred. Now, it is taking some full mags and everything from me. But, like, going up to 19, so it's an extra 2. I say it's like an extra 2 per, like, stack of swashbuckler. It does last quite a while as well. Oh my god. That is a lot of people, and they are not in range for my booty. Oh, okay, buddy. Come on at me. I have a submachine gun, though, so there is people all around me. This guy, I have no idea where he was going, but we got him, thank god. Guys up here. Hey, buddy, we'll shred this guy. We'll get swashbuckler by 5. And that's the thing. The main thing is, like, if I get close enough, I can start to shred in terms of just damage. And then I can just go and switch out for a punch just to finish them off and then get the swashbuckler going. So realistically, it's not impossible to get swashbuckler by 5 really going. Obviously, you've got to be in the right sort of range. But if you do spray it at them and then just deck them afterwards, it's just like, look, right away, I've got it by 5. And it works super well for this build as well, because this sort of build, it gives me that, obviously, the health regen and punches and everything. If you wanted, though, you could go for a shoulder strike titan and a shoulder charge someone, and oh my god, we're so screwed, buddy. Oh, we're out. Come on, boys, come at me. I'm using, like, the wrong gun for this, but look at that, 22-ish damage for weapons of light. I'm in, like, the worst spawn, I think, for this, in terms of this is obviously their spawn point and everything. And obviously this guy's in a rift, and I can't challenge the rift because he's got health regens, I don't, but we got the win. I just feel like with swashbuckler and stuff, you're probably better off going for, I don't know, kill clip or even something else. Because swashbuckler, don't get me wrong, it's good for the rushing build. But this sort of weapon with 900 RPM, it doesn't even do that much extra damage with it going. It's more that you want to, this guy's so weak. You want to get the people weak, as I said. You want to get them finished off a bit. But, like, you can't shred. Like, look at that, just because I got by 1 going. It's just the range that sort of kills this weapon. Like, it doesn't absolutely just make it just terrible or anything. Like, it's still pretty viable. Oh my god, what the, whoa! Whoa, there's a guy here. Oh, come on, finish him. Oh my god. I have no idea how we're still alive. But we're still alive. And that's a storm trans. Oh my god. Buddy, I can try do some damage, but we're not doing much. Okay, this guy here. Give me the extra thing. Swashbuckler by 5. You have no idea what's coming, buddy. Oh my god. Once you get a melee kill, it's literally like proc in hell. And it's just like instant melt. Oh my god, there we go. But yeah, if you're a guy who like sort of melees and stuff like that a lot, you will get like a ton of kills off people for this. Now we're at like the worst range. 14 per dome. That is never going to be anything too saucy. And there's the 14 again. That's what I mean, like the range sometimes. It just doesn't go anywhere. It's just like, you might as well be using a potato gun at that sort of range. Oh, Vivi, you come again. Okay, I'm out. It's so funny, people just don't challenge the bubble. Oh my god, no, I'm naked. Oh god, guys, someone just absolutely stripped me on my clothes right there. And this guy might kill me. He won't, actually. Woohoo! We're going in. I mean, we haven't got like anything insane kill streak, as I said, in terms of perks and everything. This isn't like going to be the most fantastic weapon in the world, but in terms of ability, it can go in. As I said, you want to get people weak though, and like this guy's weak. But like obviously with an arrow as well, you could probably get people super weak. Maybe with Le Monarch, it will go in super well because you poison them and just finish them off. Overall though, I wouldn't say it's your best bet for PvP. Opponents defeated 35, 5.83. Alright. Time for some PVE, where this thing should really kick ass. I think PVE is where the exit strategy is going to probably go in the most. Mainly because you can get, obviously, the melees going in pretty well. Like, pretty early to get, like, max damage and stuff. Like, if we punch one of these bad boys, we'll get stack of 5, which is just... Oh, there we go. Bit of a delay there. You know what? We'll live. But yeah, you can just get the stack going so quickly. It's going to be a lot easier, obviously. You can put Surrounded on as well, which I actually might do semi through this, just to show you how much damage it can do. Swashbuckler, as I said, though, is infinitely or just easy use and everything, it's probably going to be the better one to go for, because obviously it's just every kill I get one, and if I punch something I get a stack of 5, which obviously as a Titan is all I freaking do. What Titan doesn't just run at people and punch them in the face? But yeah, that's the main thing you're going to want to do. You get a stack of 5, and you can see it does absolutely start to shred some red bars. I know these are sort of weakish, but it's a lot of damage. I mean, this is the main thing really, just because of certain other weapons and everything that are in the game. You really want to be getting the max amount of damage from kill clips and stuff. I don't know how people survived in D1. We never had any of these like damage range and perks, but oh my god, okay, there's an invader. We got a sniper, but I don't want... Oh, it's Bell 16. Nice dome, buddy. Oh, I like that. Shutting them down before you can even spawn, basically. But yeah, as I was saying, this just because this gives you so much more extra damage in terms of swashbuckler by 5, it's a really sweet one because it is kinetic too, which allows people to use other combinations in PVE, which does do well. Like Jotun, obviously before, well, even when it was broken, but even now, it still does an absolute ton of damage to enemies. So Jotun's a really good combination for PVE. Any sort of grenade launch you really want to go for and stuff like that, because grenade launchers at the moment, yeah, they are some stupid DPS in PVE. This is what it's going to be like against yellow bars, though. We get swashbuckler by 1. Oh, okay, just do that in front of me. Why don't you bait me into punching them for no reason? But yeah, swashbuckler by 1 and stuff. They're not going to be generally... Oh my god, I think I almost died. Water, air. Oh my god, I got the whole avatar of elements in my throat right now. Ugh. Oh, buddy, give me a nice little hug here. Hey, Phantom, I appreciate you, bro. I don't even know who I am. I mean, I'm not even that popular or anything, but we're going in the second round because realistically, exit strategy is a more of a PvE weapon. I mean, PvP was fine. I mean, it wasn't the most amazing thing in the world. It wouldn't be something I'd primarily go around with, but PvE is definitely something to like pick up and stuff. As I said, it's a really good replacement, especially when you've got like really good choice in terms of perks and stuff. Like, being able to mix between Swashbuckler and Surrounded is actually a really good combination. But Surrounded, as I said, it's easier to proc in, like, this sort of game mode, obviously, because it's just tons of ads everywhere. But if I got the Surrounded spec on, I'll do even more damage, I'll have it for longer and stuff. It honestly actually is a viable option. I was thinking Swashbuckler would be, like, the main option. But realistically, Surrounded's actually not a bad option indeed at all. Especially when you got Threat Detector on as well. It's a really good synergy between the two, because Threat Detector is all about being around enemies too. So having it that I get bonus damage, I also get bonus reload and stuff for being around multiple enemies. It makes a lot of sense to do the combination. Oh, we got an invader though. We'll body him, and we'll body him again. We'll body him 3 times. Oh my god, what sniper am I using? Oh my god, 3 bodies with a freaking sniper. He doesn't even touch him, but he's really weak. Oh, we'll get him. What? What? I killed him. At least I had no modes, but man, I killed him before he killed me. But Surrounded again. Look at that. Threat Detector proc 2. We'll get Surrounded. It's actually a really viable combo. I really like this sort of thing. I mean, myself, as I said, I'm more of a swashbuckler in terms of I'm a Titan, so I'm always going around punching things. But Surrounded's actually a really sweet perk too as well. It's actually a bit of a conundrum. I don't know which I'd rather go for. You know, it's a really good headache, if you will, because realistically, it's hard to choose between the two because they're really good. They're both good in their own right. So that's a good thing to have in a weapon, I feel. Especially because rituals in general, they don't have these like OP perks anymore. So you realistically want to have those sort of god rolls. Okay, so we're going to be an Altar of Flame, of course, on console. You can see by my movement speed because I haven't played console in so long. So I had to drop the sensitivity a bit. I am on sensitivity 4 right now, my friends. And that is a guy. Trying to push me? No, he's not. But yeah, my sensitivity is hella low right now because I need to control the book and recoil on this thing. But it is exit strategy PvP, as I said. PvP wise, I mean, we use it obviously for the other on PC and stuff. I didn't think it was bad or anything. But when it comes to PC, or when it comes to PvP, it has a pretty decent role in terms of what it can do. Like Ricochet, whatever the other thing is called, Swashbuckler and stuff. But in terms of effectiveness overall, I still think obviously your anti-ODs or kill clips and stuff are going to go in and stuff for you. But what's really nice is that guy's just missing every shot with his bow, buddy. I mean, what the hell am I playing against right now? What the hell? How did he die? Come here, buddy. And I died to him as well. Oh my god. Benny Hill music was playing there with them running around after each other. But yeah, generally speaking, I would be more of a man who likes kill clip in PvP because Swashbuckler, it only stacks to 1 per kill. Obviously, it will shred once you get a melee weapon kill. But what the exit strategy does provide is that it is a kinetic, meaning that if you want to, you can use any other sort of like energy weapon with it. So if you get like, I don't know, you want to use Jotun. Oh my god, I jumped like an idiot. But if you want to use the freaking Jotun, if you want to use, like, I can use Jotun right now. Come on, does someone want to come up here? I mean, we can pepper a shot at them or something. Come here. But that's what I mean. I can, if I want to. I can use the Jotun. I can use mind benders, which is also a lot of people are using. You can see a lot of people are killing me with it because it's a really good shotty. It just opens up. You can use a lot more stuff. Like, we can Jotun this guy back. There we go. We got the Jotun kill. Generally speaking, though, I would not primarily or would not use swashbuckler and stuff as a really good perk for PvP. You can see I can get it stacked by one, of course, but it's when you have other like options like kill clip and stuff. I mean, this is a pretty boring game of Crucible right now because they've got 4 players. I mean, I don't mind considering I haven't played so long, so I suck so badly. But realistically, this is just pretty boring. Kills. We're gonna proc this. Come here, little buddy. Come here. Oh, he's AFK. We're gonna get him. That was a golden gun or a shoulder charge of some sort. There we go. We just got like half their team with 1 super. Oh my god! What? I pressed the wrong button. I went to aim on him. What the hell was he doing there, though? Realistically, though, I should probably be using the L Night Stalker class for this thing. Please die with your stupid mind benders. But yeah, if I was using obviously Night Stalker, I can go invis and kind of like sneak up on people and stuff like that. Yeah, look at that shred. That actually wasn't bad at all. I will say though, this thing it does have a pretty nasty kick when it comes to console. I mean, for PvP, it's a bit really, like, unsteady. I mean, it's not the worst, but, like, you can see, if I don't try control it at all, it goes pretty much everywhere. Look at that. That's no control in the recoil. It goes up pretty badly. I mean, a counterbalance mod and stuff probably will be a godsend for this sort of weapon. They're way too far away. But you're realistically going to use some sort of energy weapon or other weapon to get them really weak. And then you can sort of shred. Primarily going around with this probably isn't the best idea. And that's why swashbuckler stuff sometimes isn't the most handiest because when you get a melee kill, you might be using some other sort of weapon when you got them weak. But, oh, that's a guy with a sub or a shotgun. And that's already, honestly, that's like the best way to play with subs, I think. You can see RECLUSE man at the top. Best way to play with them is use other weapons until you get them weak, and then you go in afterwards. And there's kind of people here. No. But yeah, there is the exit strategy PvP on console. It's honestly, it's not the worst, as I said, though, PvP wise. Probably better options and everything like that. But 28 kills altogether, 2.55 efficiency. As I said, it was like 4v6 for a while. So it was sort of a long game. But overall, it wasn't the worst. Well, that's it from me and the exit strategy submachine gun. As I said, this is the richer reward from the gambit this season. Overall, if we break it down like I usually do, PC wise, it wasn't bad. PvP, PC PvP anyway, it wasn't bad at all. It's alright, I think. In terms of rolls, it's one of the better sort of kinetics stuff. 900 RPMs, though, they're not something you really primarily go around with. And I think, realistically, you'd want maybe one with kill clip some sort. Maybe even like an anti-up, which is 600 RPM, I know. But they're really strong because they can go further. The thing about these is that you primarily want to go around with something else to get them weak. And these are really good for finishing them off. This by itself, it's not bad. It can shred up close. But realistically, I would say there is better options for PvP. For PvE in general, this thing is freaking insane. I mean, this is really sweet. It's definitely a good kinetic substitute for the RECLUSE. I know I said at the start, like, forget it and everything. But when it comes to this weapon, it does a ton of damage. It also has, like, obviously the option between, like, if you use surrounded or, like, obviously swashbuckler, depending on what you like your playstyle and stuff is. It really works well. I know there is obviously a really unbelievable good combinations like Mount Top RECLUSE, Izanagi's RECLUSE. But the exit strategy lets you use whatever sort of subs or whatever other exotics you want to use. So like even Jotun, I know it got nerfed, but it's still really good in terms of PvE. It does a lot of damage. You want to use maybe Lord of Wolves and something like that, or any of the other ones. Divinity, the new sort of exotic that you get from the raid. It does open up those sorts of combinations, and you don't feel like you're losing out. The only thing you're really losing out with RECLUSE is that RECLUSE, you can proc it a bit easier in terms of you can obviously get a kill with your secondary and then use the RECLUSE. But overall, in terms of the exit strategy, you can melt mobs pretty fast with this. You can actually do a lot of damage, and then you can obviously combo with something else really good. So PvE, this is probably where it's going to be best. Last but not least is PvP on console. As I said, it's sort of the same sort of faults that PC had. It's good, like, in terms of rolls and everything like that. I think swashbuckler in general, though, for PvP, it can be useful depending on, like, obviously you're running gunner. If you're tight and you want to run at people's shoulder charge and get this by 5, that's a really good combination to go for. But overall, it's still going to be a weapon where you're primarily going to use something else to get them weak and finish them off. It's not something I'd primarily go around with. It's a really rushing weapon, which from my own experience myself, it's not the best combination if everyone's using shotguns and stuff. But what it does let you do in PvP is it lets you use Mindbenders, or it lets you use Beloved, or whatever sniper or shotgun you want to use. So yeah, overall, the exit strategy, it ain't bad for PvP, and it's really good for PvE. I suggest you get it for PvE in general, just to have a kinetic substitute for Recluse. But regardless, if you liked the video, just like, if you want to see more content, subscribe, and fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.